All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to Midfield Madness. Hey guys, it's been a long time, a long hell of a road for me. Sorry I don't have my camera working today so you can't see my live face. But yep, I've had quite the month or so. And you probably heard on other streams. Broke a collarbone, had a concussion, but I am back. Been back to Canada for surgery to get an implant, to get my collarbone back together. And so it was a long 2 weeks away from the rig. But you may have noticed that I was racing yesterday. So racing with one arm and using automatic. But I downshifted with the right hand paddle. And that worked pretty good because I find the automatic shifting doesn't downshift properly, and you end up with the in a higher gear coming out at the apex. So it working out pretty good. Had to turn the force feedback down a little bit because I only got one hand. But anyway, so let's get to the race. Those of you who have not watched Midfield Madness before, my name is Mike Molesky. This is my broadcast of eSeniors World Championship GT3 Racing. We are doing Saturday's race of February 8th at Paul Ricard. Let's go to that screen actually. Hang on. Let me find it. There. Oh, my camera is working. Hold on. Let me see if it's working. Transition. Oh, no, it's not working. But anyway, let's get rid of that. It's off. Oh, for some reason it's frozen in that little regard. You can't see that it's also got the wrong screen there. But well, anyway, let's see what I've got. The heck with it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yes, so we are eSeniors, 50-year-old plus racers. And remember, simulation racing is a sport. So that makes us athletes. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. I felt like an athlete yesterday with one arm. My one arm was sore after 30 minutes. Anyway, let's get straight to the race. Those of you who have not watched this before, I will tell you that I have to use this is a replay of ACC, so I don't have full control over everything. Just get myself set up here, so that's good. My replay button works here. Wait just 1 second here. Yes, it's going to work. Okay, now I got the right button. All right, so let's get right to it. Here is our starting field for today. It is Mr. Brooks. And by the way, if anybody can tell me why in my replay mode I don't have oh, I think I do know right. I don't have the HUD for the driver name and whatnot, but I see it's over in the left a little bit there. So I'm not sure what the reason is because I'm using triples now, so the screen's all kind of whacked out. I have a feeling I'm set with half triples here. But anyway, let's get to it. So I forget your name, Mr. Brooks, your first name. You are the leader. I think you had a pretty good qualification lead over Mr. Steve Young. Oh, I tell you, I get my buttons working here. Mr. Steve Young in second. That's a great finish for Steve. He hasn't been up on the podium at quali for quite a while in the platinum, so that's good. Good to see. And Chris Bourne, number 3 today. And for interesting, these two guys were ahead of him. Chris Bourne is our leader. I didn't do the stats because if you watched the stream yesterday, you saw the stats from Krister. Krister's back. Welcome back, Krister. He'll be racing tomorrow. I'm going to broadcast live tomorrow for the sprint race. So there's Chris Bourne in 3rd place. He's in a Ferrari this year, but sort of familiar colors. In 4th place, Rogerio Santos in another Ferrari. Paolo Noves in 5th. All platinum guys. Stuart Packham in 6th with the only BMW we're going to see for a while. Laurent Roulette in 7th place. And Paul Garnham, our leader, podium sitter for the silver guys. And that's good. And Drew, I believe, Lloyd in 9th place. Great livery. One of the most interesting, busy, but liveries nonetheless. Terry Howard is in 2nd place in the first Mustang. and he is in second place in silver category. Mike McLennan is a platinum guy. There's his familiar colors in his Ferrari. Brian Banks is third, still on the podium for him. Haven't looked at the standings there, but where Brian ends up in his Ferrari 911. Mr. Merche Poundoff in a Mustang this year. Boo, that's a bright color in his livery. Mr. Stathis is that's a silver guy. And our podium sitter in an Audi is Michael Hutchinson. I believe it's Michael. I sense a change in status for him next year. 15th pole sitter by a large margin in the bronze category. Bruce Hopkins in an Aston Martin. And I forget Mr. Friday's first name. He's in the taxi. I love his livery. Jeremy Arobas, 18th this week. A little bit in the middle of the pack here. Terry Throwbridge. Neil Leader, 20th. Paul Savage in his familiar tartan livery. Hugo Caballero. Ollie Littner, Ollie, getting up early in the morning out there in Australia to race with us. Peter David, nice to see him back after an absence this summer. Laszlo Nemeth, boy, I remember everybody's first names. Look at that livery. That's a beautiful livery in that McLaren. I love that livery. Beautiful. Chris Holmes. And number 2 or 3. Let me take a quick peek up the ladder here. Is that 3? Is Joe Bakavic. My buddy Joe. He was second in bronze category qualification. Nice job, Joe. But look who's in third, Mr. Mike Molesky. Oops, sorry, Shannon. Shannon was in 28th. There's his livery. Look who's in third for qualification with one arm tied behind my back. Where am I here? There he is. Mr. Mike Molesky. Nice job. Kevin Torrance next. Richard McKay in 5th place. Oh no, sorry. He is in the silver category, but nice livery for Richard there. I like that. And is that a Bob Marley on the side? We'll take a quicker peek at that someday. Jorge Lee and the Ferrari. Nice livery on that guy too. Nikos Margaritas. Nikos is back. I did update my liveries, but this looks like a wireframe for Nikos. He's been working on this livery, he said, so we're anxiously awaiting that, unless he's done it and I didn't catch it. Thomas Rainier, he did not have a good quality, it seems. Not his favorite track, probably. Joaquin Rodriguez, beautiful livery there. Antonio Ferreira in 36th. Ken Schmidt, big field today, 41. Ken Schmidt in the Ford. Jean-Marie Grolot, he's way down there today. Michael Yang, I'm not sure what that is. Edward Jones, Antonio Oliveira, and I believe there was a couple of guys. I thought there was some guys starting from the pits, but that doesn't show. I'm not sure if that's true. All right, let's just get going. Now, for your first time at Midfield Madness here, we are, I concentrate on the midfield race. I haven't watched the race today yet, so I'm going to just jump ahead to the start. Just around here somewhere. Because it was live streamed, and of course he's going to be concentrating mostly on the leaders. I will be concentrating on the midfield, the guys at the back who are having so much fun. So much fun. We have a lot of fun back there. And that's where I concentrate. On the start, I'll just go through all the action that we had. We had some action, just as usual. Jeremy tells us to be careful, but we had a number of incidents. I'll try and catch a few of them. We had a number of incidents on the first lap. Not good. So let's just see the start here. Let me get an upper view. There we go. See how the start goes. And then we'll go down through the field. Oop, there we go. Lights out, lights out. There we go. Looks like Steve is trying hard to get by Brooks. Look at this, set side by side. But I know that cooler heads prevailed. Let's just see what's happening at the back. It's at Brooks. Oh, there's one right there. Hold on. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop and go back. There's a couple of people back there, I think. Brooks got a drive-through. Looks like he jumped the start. This is first problem. I think it was around here. Oh, there it is. Little tap. That turned Mr. Bourne around. And that was his race. He retired. Look at that. Oh, no, Mr. Novace retired. Let me just get down to somebody else here before I continue. Let's just go down. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the field. Like, there's some close action between Paunoff. See any other action? Oh, there's one thing. Something happened to me there. Just a second. Let's go back a little bit. A little bit of action here. Go back another little bit. There we go. Got a little bit of accordion effect here on my... Whoa! Who's that? That's Nico's. Zoomed by there. Good job. Oh, a little tap for me. And I kind of came back okay. Sure is hard to come back a field in here without unsafe rejoin, but I did. Let's just see if there's anything else going on back here. That's me again. Not too much. Not sure who that was still in the pits. So I'm going to go back to the top-ish and see what is happening action-wise here. Who is that? Another guy retired. Wonder why. Let's just see if there's something else that happens. Ooh, there was something. Hang on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ooh, spun around. Oh, now he's turned around. Ooh, that's not good. Not good. Not good. So, like I always say, be careful on the first lap, and we never do it. Let's just keep going. Look at all those cars side by side at the front there. Ollie. Let's just keep going down the field to see. This is another corner where there's some action, I'm sure. All right, let's just get into the racing now. We're doing midfield stuff, aren't we? So let's just find some good. Who are we with here? We are on board with Rodriguez. Let's just go inside his camera. Oh, look at that. He's going to try to take over. It might be Jones. The other thing, if you've never watched Midfield Madness before or a replay mode, it's tough for me to see who's who. Looks like Rodriguez had a nice pass there. Beautiful pass. Oh, who was that? That was Mr. Molesky. Oh, look at that bad. I'll just show what can happen. What can happen. And I can't blame the fact that it was my one arm. This is the first lap. I'm going to get in the driver view here. So this is, I hope, something that they fix in Evo. And I understand that they have. Watch the snap that I get after I sort of corrected. Look at that. Lost that second one. So that was definitely driver error there. So that screwed up my race. I was doing okay. So let's just go back now and talk about Chris Bourne still hanging in there. He's in 22nd place. We'll have to see where he ends up later on. He's certainly going to move up through the field, for sure. But let's just go back to this camera. Let's just find things will settle out here, I'm sure. Ooh, who's that? That's Rodriguez, I think. Taking a peek at, not sure who that is ahead of him. That is Edward Jones. There's a lot of guys here. Again, we're going to concentrate on the back half here. Look at that in front. Oh, lots of people there. And that is Rodriguez again trying to get by Mr. Yang. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Got anybody watching? Doesn't look like it. And he does make it. Yang holds back. He loses 2 places there. Oh, no, he didn't lose that place. There he goes. He's back in. He's back in it. There we're on with McKay here trying to harass Ken Smith. Is he going to get by? Oh, a little tap. Little tap by McKay. Ooh, the stewards will have to look at that one. Is this lap 2? Is this still lap 1? Yeah, this is lap 2, so that'll have to be a reported incident. Oh, there he comes back. He's trying to come back at him. Who is that? That is Jones. All right, so that's one little action. I'm glad I caught that one. Let's just go up through the field here. Let's just see where everybody ended up. So we've got Chris Brooks with a drive-through. He is in the lead, but he's going to drop back after that. In the lead, oh, look at that, in 7th place, Mr. Garnham. And in 1st place, Mr. Hutchison. All right, let's look for some action here. Let's find some good action. Did I miss something there? Again, when you look at this replay mode, it does not update live. It only updates on sector boundaries. Anybody watching on the stream today? It doesn't look like it. Oh, well. Somebody says 2 watching. If you're standing on the stream, say hello. Let's get down here. Who's close? It's like Jones was close at one point. Not anymore. Who's in 2nd place here? Yeah, it's Mr. Bakavic. In bronze, I should say. We got to find some close action here. Steve and Mr. Brooks. I'm sure it's Graham. I'm just don't know Mr. Brooks. Mr. Lloyd. That's close. Oh, they're a little bit behind here. There's some close action. There's some close action in midfield. This is definitely midfield. Who are we going to grab here? Who's got this? Bourne on Rainier. Let's get on board with Mr. Bourne. He's already up 2-3 places here. He's 22nd, remember? This is Ferrari, an old Porsche, former Porsche driver in a Ferrari on a Porsche. Let's see if Chris is gonna make it happen. They are not in the same category. Thomas might let him by. Yes, he does. He just lifts a little bit, lets him by. Oh, up ahead, there's some action. Right here. Who is that? That might be Hugo on Friday. He is up close. This is a battle for position in Platinum. Oh, back behind, dude. There's some good action. That's Savage on Hopkins. Chris, if you're watching, I'm using buttons, carb ahead, carb behind on my... oh, looks like he's going to make it stick. That is... Who is that? That is Bourne. Bourne. That is Bourne, but working his way through the field. Nice, nice. He's ahead of both Thomas and Savage. Now, these guys might be letting him get a little bit by because I don't want to tackle with the big man here. There it looks like Hopkins is in... or Brooks, I should say, is in to serve his penalty. Now, who is that behind? That's Rogerio Santos. So, getting back to it, Chris, I'm using Krister, I should say. I'm using car ahead, car behind buttons. It's great to figure out who's who here. So I put that on my stream box. It looks like Shannon's going to try and get after Holmes. That's Porsche against Porsche. Get on the driver here. I use the driver button too. All the cameras are not accessible on keyboards, but a certain number of them are. Oh yeah, the reason I'm not getting the driver HUD is because I got screens. If you look at my mirror, look at the mirror up here in this view. It's distorted because I'm still using triple settings, but on a single screen. So I'm going to have to practice this week with getting back and forth between triples and oh, who's that behind here? That is somebody passing Torrance. Who are we in with here? We're in with Torrance. He is trying to pass Antonio Ferreira. Oh, that was close. Who was that? That was so close. I'm going to get back and find that guy. There he is there, I think. Just hold on and watch that little disaster. Almost a disaster into making that the right car. Yeah, that is the right car. Let's go back 5 seconds and watch that Brown moment. Right here. That is a Mustang. That is Ken Schmidt. Look at him go. He had some speed compared to whoever that yellow car is. Oh! I don't know if he would have been able to hold that speed through that corner, but man, oh man, that was close. That could have been disaster time. So they're still after each other. This is a good little battle here. Who is that ahead? That's Ken Schmidt, I think. No, that's Kevin Torrance in the middle. And ahead of him is Antonio. So let's just watch these three for a while. And that's so this is a good little scrap. Good little scrap. Here it is here. Let's just see if... Is that McKay? That is McKay behind Rodriguez. Is McKay going to make it happen on the first corner here? Up ahead. These are really good job. This is really good action. And up ahead here is another good... That's a little bit further behind. So McKay fell back. But Kevin Torrance really wants to get after Antonio. This is a battle for position. This is a battle for third in bronze. Yeah, baby. Is he going to make it happen here? Took a peek. Took a little peek and lost some momentum there. So now is that going to mean that Rodriguez can get into the action? Let's see the car ahead. Oh, look at that. Torrance has got some... He's drift getting in the slipstream here, but no, that Honda cannot keep up with the McLaren on the straight, and the BMW is making time. Making time. Is he going to take a peek, Rodriguez? He's got trying the inside move. That BMW can hold that corner. Beautiful move on that high-speed corner. Look at that. He's going to make it stick. Oh, and Torrance goes wide, loses another spot. Is he going to lose a third spot to Schmidt? That was the disastrous little sequence there for Kevin. All right, this is great action. Let's see if we can find something else here. That was fun to watch. Well, who's behind? The guys behind are not too bad either. Edward Jones is coming up into the party. We've still got... Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this action. I love it. I love it. Let's get the middle of this. So who's leading this parade? This parade is being led by Antonio Ferreira. All these guys are in the same category. There's McKay. He's a silver. There's Schmidt. And Jones is back. This is definitely midfield, man. It's way at the back here. This is at the tail end, but hey, fun racing action. Let's just see what else we got. We got Ollie is been after Nikos for a while here. And let's just see what it looks like from the Aussie man in his McLaren. Look at that nice McLaren wheel. I hope, Ozzy, you've been able to afford buying one of those 720 McLaren steering wheels and put it on your rig. Look at that. Kind of cool to be able to have exactly the same wheel as you see. All right, let's just see if there's anything else happening up ahead. Santos on Hopkins was pretty close at one point. And is that Hopkins ahead of him still? Ooh, what behind? There's something else going on. That's Thomas Rainier and Paul Sauvage. There's a little battle going. This is for midfield and silver. Let's just see if this anything transpires here. Follow it for a bit. Another one here. Brooks is now in 27th place. That was our pole sitter. Look at that. Now, I don't get to see pit stops, by the way. Sorry about that. And I don't see. I'm going to have to really... Brooks is out 22nd. So he was probably passed by... Alright, so let's just find somebody. Let's go back to Sauvage and Rainier. Get on board with Sauvage because he has taken a peek here. The first third of the race. Up ahead there's some action too. Good little grouping here. Sauvage wants that, Thomas. I believe Sauvage is from France, if I'm not mistaken. All right, here we go on the straight. Let's look at these guys up ahead. Who is this? This is Santos in a Ferrari. There is the Porsche. Usually not quite as good on the straight. Look up ahead. Looks like they're trying to decouple from the drift. Oh, there's one. There we go. Here we go. This is Throwbridge on Caballero, and I believe Throwbridge makes that stick. And Throwbridge is coming, or Caballero looks like he's coming back. Oh, look at that! Lots of that is the corner. To make a lot happen, you got to be very careful. This is quite a stream of cars, isn't it? I'm on with Throwbridge. That is, oh, be careful, yo. Oh, Throwbridge overcooked it. He tried to keep that momentum going, just overcooked it a little bit. Well, that wasn't Throwbridge. Who was that? That was whoever that was. That was probably, I'm not sure who that was because we just went through a sector. Anyway, the guy overcooked it just slightly. Oh, look what's happening behind there. Oh. That is Holmes and who is that ahead? Santos, Holmes, Shannon. Nope, that's not Shannon. Who is that behind? That looks like we're getting into that's a Porsche, a silver Porsche. I'm not quite sure who that is. But we're getting into some back markers here, so that's what I have a trouble figuring out who's who. No, that's Holmes. What am I talking about? That's okay. Look at this action, though. Look at this. Who is that behind? Holmes is all over Santos. Let's get inside with him. All right, this is amazing. Good racing today, folks. We are, let's see where we are. We are lap 8. Long way to go yet. Yeah, see in the left-hand corner, down the left-hand corner as I see my, Holmes is taking a peek. He's taking a peek. Whoop, trying to find the overhead view. Oh, and up ahead, something happening there. Ooh, that was Santos on Jeremy. Santos on Jeremy. Jeremy's catching up with Brooks. Brooks not catching up with Brooks. Brooks has been ahead of him. So Brooks is up to 19th now. Where is my buddy Bourne? Bourne's up to 11th. 11th, 22nd. He ended up after his incident, and he is now 11th. Nice job, Mr. Bourne. Get some points in there. That's going to shake up the standings a little bit, isn't it? Not sure who was behind. Let's just take a peek. Who's leading? Is it Steve still? Yes, it is. Steve Young's still up there. Rolette and Packham. All right, that's settled out a little bit. Let's just see what else we got. Well, not settled out that much. Yes, I should be writing down who I've been showing battles. I like to tell people who I've been watching, but I'm not going to do that today. Well, maybe I'll start now. What the hell? Oh, I'm enjoying this, folks, guys. Just enjoying watching a race with all of you. Hope you enjoy my stream. This is what's happening up ahead here? Oh, we're going to go back and watch this pass. See what the driver, what driver is this? That is Sauvage. Hang on. Let's just go back a bit. Watch what happened here. That is Sauvage. Oh, is it just ahead of the issue? Yeah, it's ahead. Okay, what am I? I'm getting this all screwed up. Let me try to find my overhead view again. I missed that pass. Oh well. Where are we? Nice and tight. Just looking up there at Steve Young. That's pretty cool. Where have we got some action? These guys are pretty well spread out. Ooh, here is some action. We're on board with Rainier. And Brooks is behind him, it looks like. Rainier is trying to get after Throwbridge. He was close for a while, but had a little bit of a problem. Looks like Brooks is right behind him in 18th place now. He's trying to get by. I was assuming that Thomas was going to let him by. He wants no part of an incident with somebody else. So I have a feeling that is going to be what Thomas will let up at some point when it gets tight. Santos was very close to Jeremy. Did he pass him? Yes, he did. Let's see if we can find that pass. Hang on. Let's go to the overhead view. And, oh, look at that behind us. Also some action. It looks like Aaron. But I'm going to go back and see where this pass took place. Santos ahead there still. Where is Jeremy? At some point he should be behind him. Where did that happen? Way back. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, let's get back up. Let's get on driver view. That is Santos on Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy, but I'm going to show a pass. That's on the long straight, and we have got a Ferrari against a McLaren. But look at this. Just really had lots of momentum. Got on the inside. Side by side entering. Jeremy just let up a little bit. And that means that Holmes caught up with him a little bit. Let's just see here. Jeremy let him get by. Didn't want no part of the side by side in that high speed corner. Let's just see if Holmes. Oh, Holmes had a little flick there. Well, that caused him to go. And then now Shannon takes advantage of Holmes. That just little bit loss of traction. Is he going to hang in there? He does hang in there. Two Porsches after each other. Let's just stick with this one a little bit longer. Whoa! Holmes takes a wide corner. Slid a little bit. Now everybody's bunched up. And look at that. Shannon just onto the tail of Holmes there. And is that Peter David behind him? Yeah, he's taking advantage of these guys fooling around. Look at that. All right, let's get back into some action here. Let's see if there's any action here in bronze category. Who was our leaders? Nikos is our leaders. Now there might be some no, Hutchinson's still a leader. There's going to be some pitting going on. Let's just take a peek and see if if Nikos is pitted already. Just for fun. It's hard to tell. But yeah, there's going to be some pit action. And what I do usually, guys, is while this is all over the place, I usually jump ahead to the tail end of the race to go back to this one. Well, these guys are all spread out a little bit. Ooh, Jones and Schmidt were close together at the last sector. And he is trying to get by that Mustang. That Aston Martin sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Let's hear what the Mustang sounds like. That's a Mustang, all right. So let's see if the Aston Martin is going to make some headway into that Mustang. That Mustang is awfully fast on the straights. So looks like he's gaining a little bit on the tail end of the straight. That high end for the Aston Martin is eating up that forward. Let's just see how the driver. This is all about drivers now. Nice job, all of them. Looks like the Mustang got a bit better, but who's that behind? That's Oliveira. He had a great corner. He caught up quite a bit. This is a little battle we're going to stick with for a while. And there goes Jones. There goes Jones. But now he's getting caught up by this. Is a great. Oliveira's taking a peek. Oh, great action. Great action. Sticking with it. Looks like Oliveira had to drop back. Oh, he's back again. Oh, and Schmidt went wide. And Jones is going to take him there. Now let's see if Antonio is going to make it. No, the Mustang's coming back. Coming back. There he is. He's coming back. He's ahead. Oh, hang on in this corner. Woo. Great action. The Mustang's back. He came back, but he couldn't make it happen there. Look at this action. He's going to give it another crack. That Mustang's a great addition to ACC, don't you think? It's fun. A straight pipe down the side there. Whew. American muscle. American muscle. That looks like Joe Bacadic behind there. Joe got nicked, he said, and lost aero at some point. Okay, let's just hang on here with Oliveira. Looks like he's the one. See if he makes any. This is a Aston Martin. No, McLaren, sorry. Up ahead, looks like everybody's spread out just slightly there. So let's just see if we can find something else. Ooh, Nikos. There's Nikos behind. There was a pass here somewhere. Let's just go over and see where that pass took place. Look at that fun. Let's back up. There's the pass right here. Okay, let's go back and see how this all started. Okay, so into this corner, sharp corner. This is where you make up time if somebody makes a mistake because you got the... Oh, there's the mistake right there. There's the mistake right there. So now Rodriguez is going to take advantage of that. Let's get the overhead view. He says, see that? You get that exit, you get a couple of miles an hour. And by the end of the straight, you are just cooking. And plus, he's getting a slipstream. And out he goes in the BMW. BMW should have no problem taking the inside track on this course. So that's the definite different line. Holds it again. This is not the first time we've seen that BMW do that. That is scary. And he makes it stick. So that is interesting. See, he took a inside line. That's why you should practice that inside line at Paul Ricard, because you can make that happen. That is a great pass. Great pass. Schmidt, Jones, and Oliveira are still at it. Bakavic's trying to catch up to these guys. Oh, there was a pass, I think, somewhere. I just saw. Oh, it could be people getting into the pits now. Let's just see what we're going at. Yeah, there's some pitting going on. Yeah, not necessarily. All right, where are we at? Mr. Hutchinson is still in the lead. Let's see if Hutchinson has pitted. No, he doesn't pit for a while. Ooh, he looks like he has some trouble there. Lap 17 and 19. He's got long times there. So we've got some action coming yet. Mr. Friday is the Lamborghini. Not too many Lamborghinis out there. Here's somebody I haven't really seen. Mr. Lloyd. That's a new guy. That is a new guy. Looks like that's traffic. Who's ahead of him there? Or is he ahead? Who's behind him? That is... who did I just see? Richard McKay. Yeah, we're going to have traffic. That's... Looks like Lloyd just pitted. No, it couldn't have been. They just had a long street. Hopkins and Friday. These are... So lots of I was way in the back, and then a lot of action in terms of letting blue flags happening. So I got to start trying to figure out here who is who. Is that? Yeah, that is Brian Banks ahead of him. Banks is going into the pits, and this is Brooks passing someone, Hopkins. Brooks is into 13th place. Again, he ended up in 22nd for a while. Let's just see what kind of battles we have going for podiums. So for silver, we got Garnham and Howard. Howard's not far behind Garnham. Krister probably covered this in the live stream. For bronze, what kind of excitement have we got? Well, Nikos is not that far behind. Oh, Ken Schmidt got a drive-through. So let me see the driver-wise. That is Nikos' view on Rodriguez, I believe. Yep. Is there somebody between them? Is that Rodriguez? Nope. So Nikos has got this view for second place in bronze. Let's just follow this one for a while because that's pretty close. Oh, looks like Nico's had a little bit of a problem there. He's a little out of sorts now. Oh, what happened? Whoa, what happened? What happened? Who is that? That is... Where's my camera? That's Mr. Yang that went wide there. So this is the battle for second place. That is the battle for... So that's the only battle for big numbers there. And Howard? No, I shouldn't say that. Howard and Garnham are battling for first place, basically, in silver. But I'm sure Krister covered that. So let's just follow some other action in midfield. Just remember, this is Midfield Madness. By the way, I haven't mentioned our sponsors, Sim3D and Syndeo. Thank you very much for your sponsorship to keep eSeniors alive. And we had a little bit of a fundraising drive there earlier this year. So thanks, everybody, for doing that. And there goes everybody into the pits. Oh, look at this. You know what I'm going to do? Since pitting is now, everybody's all whacked out on pitting. And Holmes, all three. I am going to follow these guys through their pits. Because it's kind of like everybody's whacked out anyway. So that was Holmes, Jeremy, and Shannon. So let's go to Holmes. He was the first in. And let's just see how they end up after. Look at the way this... There goes Holmes. Let's see when Jeremy moves. There's Jeremy moving. Where is Shannon? Shannon's not moving yet. Look at that. I thought Jeremy was behind him. Ooh, Shannon's going to lose. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. So Jeremy and Holmes. Let's see where Holmes is. Who's ahead of them? Nope. So Holmes. Where can I find him? There's Holmes is first, sorry. So they've got Trowbridge is between him and Jeremy. To see what Jeremy sees, he sees Holmes up there just going through that other corner. So that these guys were so close together, they are not close together now. Shannon is second behind, and he's got somebody between him. He has got, oh, Mr. Young. Okay, so lots of action here. Steve is our leader. He has not pitted yet. He pits in the next lap. So yeah, we've got all sorts of pitting going on. So I am going to jump ahead a couple of laps, just so that did you jump here? Has Brian pitted? Yes, he has. I'm just going to jump a few minutes because it gets a little confusing about what's going on. So now we're going to jump to lap 18. Let's just take a peek at the top. Steve Young's still in the lead. Paul Garnham. Is that a change of the lead? Yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not. Garnham and Howard are still close together. That's those two guys. Hutchison is still leading in bronze. Bronze. So now let's see what we got. Okay, so for mid-pack, this is Rainier on Caballero. I think that's Caballero ahead. Yes, it is. And look at this. Holmes behind them. And Trowbridge is hot on their tail too. So Trowbridge and Holmes are battling for position. This is midfield madness at its best. These two guys are going at it. They know each other and love each other. And let's just see how this goes. So we'll follow that one. Let's see down here in second place for bronze is Rodriguez and Jones. Everybody's kind of spread out a little bit here, so I'm going to follow these guys a little bit longer. So who is in the back here? Who's in the back? Trowbridge. Let's get on board with him. He is the fourth guy in this little cotillion. Up ahead, that's Thomas on Caballero. That's for position in their own category, so that's cool. So we've got some silver guys and some platinum guys battling around here for points. Let's just follow this all. Woohoo! Little wiggle there by Terry. Looks like Thomas had some momentum. Let's just see who's going to do some gaining here. How's Thomas doing? Pretty pretty even at the end of the straight. Hello, Willie! Willie's on the stream. Look at this. They've caught... Oh, look at that. Holmes is really caught up in that Porsche. He's taking a peek. He's taking a peek. He's got the inside line that's a little bit tougher to hold. Looks like Thomas let up. He wanted no action or was not confident in his corner. Yeah, it is good to see Nikos racing. And looks like Holmes is trying to take advantage. Not going to make it on Rainier. Thomas wants it back again. Let's get inside here. And, all four of these guys. This is great racing action, isn't it, Willie? You're still watching? Wow, look at this. Look at this. How's it happening behind? All four of them together. Oh, nothing's going to happen. No tapping, no NASCAR racing here. Geez, behind there's something else going on. That is Peter, David, and Jeremy are pretty close together. They're not in the same category, though. Not in the same sector. Not sector, whatever. Same game grouping. But look at this. This is great action. Let's get on board with somebody here. So who is ahead in the Porsche? That is Holmes up ahead. Holmes made a pass, didn't he? Oh, yeah, let's just see how Holmes got ahead here. Hang on, everybody. Let me get back to... Holmes got ahead of the guy. So he's first there. Let me get on with Holmes, actually. There's the pass coming. Let's just go back and let's take a peek from the driver's point of view. And boom, let's go. That is Hugo. Just out. Now, Hugo might have let him get by. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. So now Holmes has put a Thomas between him and his. Nope. Holmes is yeah, and Throwbridge. Sorry. Yeah, Throwbridge is behind. Oh no! Am I getting some problems here? It said OBS Studio disconnected. That's not good. Did I lose the stream? No, I'm still streaming, so that's good. Where are we here? Oops, sorry. Ooh, somebody's taking a crack. That is Caballero trying to get ahead, but Thomas. Is that Caballero ahead of him? Yeah, Caballero's in the mix here. So, but anyway, Throwbridge is trying to get. Now he's got two silver guys in between them. Missed how that all happened, but Terry is going to want to get rid of these guys to get back at Holmes before Holmes takes off. Let's just stay on board with Terry. He is going to be anxious because now these two guys ahead of him are battling for position in their own categories. Now he lost a little bit of ground there. What's happening up ahead? Oh, sorry. I lost that. Ooh, Thomas had a little bit of a flick there. Let's get on board. Let's do another view. There's Terry trying to get... Still, he's trying really hard to get through here. He wants to get by. Let's see how he does. Oh, he lost a little ground there. Let's see if he makes it up coming on the straight. Doesn't look like it. A little bit of a wiggle there. Lost something. Just can't make it up on this lap. There's Thomas on Caballero. These two guys are battling for position in the silver category. Ooh, what happened there? Who let them by? Oh, that was a back marker. That was Yang. Nice job there on the straight. Guys are spread out just slightly. Okay, I'm going to take a look to see if I can find something else. They got Shannon on Santos. That is not for positioning their own categories. Let's see if we've got any action. Oh, look at that. Howard has a drive-through. He's in second place. Lots of what can I think of the word, going out of bounds here. So that's a lot of the drive-throughs. I think it's not too many tracks have that. We have that problem anymore. Anybody really? Chris Bourne up to 5th place from 22nd. What a charger of the day. And Brooks was also in 22nd. He's up to 9th. Hard chargers of the day, those two. Well, these guys are still at it. Still at it. It's basically the only heavy duty action for position. Although it looks like got some action back here. I'm going to stick with this for a second longer. Let's see what happens coming out of these corners heading up to the straight. Now look at that. See, just Throwbridge just doesn't have it in that corner to catch up with those guys ahead of them. Torrance is on to Ferreira. Ooh, this is good. This is for 4th place in bronze. That Honda's doing it on a McLaren. Let's just see how it does. Coming around, where are we here? Where are we on the track? We are approaching. We are approaching. Where am I? Kevin Torrance. We're approaching the straight. So let's just see how the Honda does on the straight against the McLaren. Now it looks like the McLaren is pulling away a little. Hard to see. Let's get the overhead view. Is he making up any of the gap? It looks like he's making up a little. Yeah, he's definitely making up ground. Now he's slipstreaming. See how he does going through the high-speed corner. I wish I knew the name of this corner. It's one of my favorite corners. Whoa, he went a little wide. They both went a little wide. You got to get inside that little sign, or it's a track boundary. Oh, look at that. That McLaren's just spewing fire. So this is the one to watch. How are we doing time-wise? Oh, about 3 or 4 laps to go. This is where it gets exciting. Look at all the drive-throughs. Howard, Stathis. Ooh, yeah, those are definitely track violations, track limits violations. This is Peter David, a couple of Canadians here. Peter David trying to take on the boss man, Jeremy. That is not in the same class. Back here, we've got our boys. Ferreira, Torrance and Ferreira. And let's just go back up higher here, see where Throwbridge, Rainier, and whatnot. Rainier got by. Throwbridge is still trying to get by these guys. Okay, that's that. Let's see Throwbridge now. That's Throwbridge. That's Rainier on Caballero. Caballero on Holmes. These guys have spread out a little bit. So let's just get, well, maybe not. Maybe not. There's Terry. He's been having a hard time getting back into the mix for that silver category. He's got to get by those two, or platinum category. Got to get by those two silver guys. I wonder if Throwbridge has some damage from earlier incidents. Well, Kevin Torrance is making a play here against Antonio. I think it's Antonio. Come on, Kiwi boy, come on. Let's see what he does. He has got lots of action. Let's see what he's going to do here. Now, can he hold the inside line on this? No, he does not. McLaren does it. Let's see where this Honda, let's just stick with this Honda to see where he gets an advantage. Not very many people drive the Honda. Good race, good fun race, lots of good action. Glad I spent the time doing this. How are we doing up ahead here? We've got Santos who's caught up with Jeremy. Let's just see how Kevin does coming out here. I don't think he has the oomph. Well, he did have the oomph coming on the... Let's just follow it through here to get back, see how he does getting through all those corners for the straight. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having fun reviewing the race. Like I said, I'm gonna review it anyway. Might as well review it with you guys in the internet world. Next week is where is next week? Let me take a quick peek here. Next week is Kyalami, race number 6. And he didn't have a good exit for a straight, so he's not going to catch up there. Where are we with other things here? How's our Trowbridge? Trowbridge again. These guys have got spread out on us, so that's not a big battle. Let's see who we can get. Jeremy on Santos. Did Jeremy pass Santos? Nope, not yet. Who is that ahead? That is Santos on Peter David. Is that in the same category? Nope. Nope. So he's not able to... Santos is not able to pass Peter, and that is affecting his standings a little bit because Jeremy could be catching up to him. We've got only 1 lap to go, folks. 1 lap to go. Who are we going to follow? Let us find something close. Throwbridge is a second behind. Hopkins and Banks. Hopkins and Banks. Let's see if... Ooh, and ahead of them, there's somebody going on. Ooh, and somebody just went off. Oh, that's back markers. Hopkins and Banks is for position. That is Nikos letting them by. I'm not far behind either. Is Hopkins going to try? Ooh, I'm getting some funny sound in my headphones here. Hoping I'm not losing it on the stream. My engine noise is really funny sounding. Looks good on the stream, so that's okay. Just whatever is happening with me and my microphone. And look, oh, who was that ahead of Banks? Somebody just went off. I don't think that was for position, but anyway, you overcooked it. This could be last lap. Is Bruce going to really attempt it? They're just having fun racing. It's not for position. Doesn't gain any more points. I believe this is the last lap. No, they got a lap to go. That's a lap to go. Let's see if Steve is on his last lap. So Steve has said, okay, there's another lap to go here. Who have we got? Some excitement on here. Let's just find the closest gap. Peter David and Santos were the closest gap. That's Jeremy behind Peter. So that's spread out a little bit. Well, there's Tony, Kevin Torrance, and Fiera again. Oh, that's spread out. And there's nobody really pushing too hard. Oh, there's one just passed. I missed who it was. Somebody just came up. Well, here we go. Terry Howard. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's finished. Is that the end of the race for him? Yeah, Terry. Anyway, that's the race, guys. Let's just look at the standings. Let's go through who won. Steve Young, great job. 9-second lead over Stuart Packham in the Platinum. Chris Bourne, I'm going to pause it here. Chris Bourne ended up in 3rd place. Something happened there. I'm sure Krister found that one. Great job, Chris. Unbelievable. 22nd to 3rd. Unbelievable. You are certainly worthy of your standings in the league. So that's the podium for Platinum. Mr. Hutchinson, way up there in 11th. I see a change of class in your future. So that's the bronze guy, but I jumped over silver. Mr. Garnham in 1st place. Brian Banks 2nd. Good job, Brian. And in 3rd place, Mr. Friday. And bronze is Hutchinson. And in second place, Rodriguez. Third place, Mr. Jones. So great job, everybody. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next week. We'll see you tomorrow for a live race on the sprint race. Okay, so we'll see you next week, and we'll see you. I'm not able to. I hope I'm still streaming here. There we go. We'll see you next week. I hope to have time to do a Midnight Madness again. Yeah, Willie. Brian was up there. Brian's got some good. He's up there in the league too. Anyway, we'll see you next week. It's glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to provide this service for you guys. See you tomorrow, or see you next week.